Good evening, Internet. It is I, Shroom, and tonight I'm going to be heading to Magic the Gathering Online to play some Modern. Now, way back in September of 2022, I published the first video ever on my YouTube channel, which was a league of me playing a Bant Meta Hate deck. I'm just wondering whether now, 15 months later, this deck is still hateful enough to compete in a league in Modern. Let's take a look at the list. So we're a toolbox deck. We're centered around Eladamri's Call, which is a 2-mana instant that allows us to tutor a creature from our library into our hand. And we use this tool to fish out the most appropriately hateful creature from our deck to play against our opponent. For instance, we're leaning very heavily on Hushbringer, which is a 2-mana flying lifelinker that shuts down ETB and dying effects of creatures, which is a lot of stuff. It's all of the pitch elementals, for instance, get shut down by Hushbringer. There's plenty of other stuff too. It stops the draw trigger of Omnath. It's just a piece that it was so important way back in the day, and I think it is still that important that I really leaned heavily on it in my main board. Additionally, I have a Remorseful Cleric that can be tutored up to exile graveyards. I have an Archon of Myria that can be tutored up to stop like spells that want to decks that want to cast multiple spells per turn. I have a Phyrexian Revoker that is a Pithing Needle that I can tutor up. I have a Meddling Mage that can name whatever card we think we're gonna face, like I don't know, Crashing Footfalls, Living In, Yawgmoth, that kind of thing. I have a Brazen Bower that I can use to bounce permanents and also play as a 3/1 flyer. I have a Heliod Suncrowned, which is just a piece that gives my stuff lifelink, but as we'll see in a little bit, it also can enable an infinite combination. And then I've got my Giver of Runes, which is part of my plan to protect my creatures. So, of course, these are just creatures, so they can be killed. But we're going to do our darndest to keep our creatures on the battlefield so that the hate just stays in place. We're doing this with a playset of Giver of Runes, a playset of Snakeskin Veil. This could be any 1-mana, like give your dude hexproof till the end of the turn kind of spell, like Surge of Salvation. It could be Blossoming Defense. At the time, I thought Snakeskin Veil was good, and I still kind of do think it's good for this deck because the +1/+1 counter is going to be impactful because ordinarily we don't really have that much of a clock. We're just playing a bunch of weenies. And I also am playing one Selfless Spirit just as an additional evasive threat that I can sack to blank a removal spell, basically. It gives all my other creatures indestructible to the end of turn. And one Shalai, Voice of Plenty, who, if we can get her down with a Giver of Runes, we can create like a soft lock where like our stuff just can't be targeted, and that's really nice. So that is the basic plan. We're going to use Eladamri's Call to fish out our hateful creatures. We're going to play the ones that best shut down our deck. And the rest of the deck is just like enablers and interaction. We got 3 Mana Dorks, a couple of Hierarchs, and 1 Bird of Paradise, which is a little weird. This does enable us, along with our mana base, to get our prismatic endings up to 5 colors, which is, there's some value in that. I think it's probably a little easier to play 1-substance creatures than it was, but still not a cinch, as Renin 6 is still out there, and so is Orcish Bowmasters. Playing 2 of Teferi Time Raveler, which naturally hates on Cascade, also, hates on any kind of instant speed interaction, counterspells, etc. Couple of Karn the Great Creators is a one-sided Stony Silence on a stick that also allows us to do the busted stuff that Karn does with a, broad variety of tools in our sideboard. And then we've got some removal, 3 Prismatic Ending, which we can get up to 5 colors with our mana base and our birds. 1 March of Otherworldly Lights is versatile. It's great against Urza's Saga. 1 mana instant speed, destroy the Saga. Couple of Path to Exile. Yes, I still do like this card. It's good against like Amulet Titan, which is a really good popular deck these days. It's good against Murktide Regents. Sometimes you just want to be able to exile a creature for 1 mana. It's good against Yawgmoth. You can exile Yawgmoth. Exiling the Undying creatures is also quite good against that deck, which is why our deck is... one thing that's good about our deck against Yawgmoth is that our removal is all exile based. And I do have 1 of Profane Tutor, which is just a demonic tutor that you can suspend, which I have a black source in my mana base to allow us to use that. There's a total of 23 lands in the mana base. The tools that we have are a Boseiju. We have a couple of Canopy lands. We do have the 1 in Dotha Triome, which we can fetch, which does give us our black mana for Profane Tutor. Also enables, a bigger prismatic ending. We've got a couple of, one of, where is it? Celestial Colonnade is in here too, just as a beater. Yeah, there it is. And 1 Gavony Township is just a way for us to close out games by putting counters on our whole crew. As I stated earlier, like our deck doesn't exactly kill quickly, so we need stuff like this to allow us to close out games. So that is the main board plan, and the sideboard contains a little more removal and interaction. One, Settle the Wreckage is good against like mid-range decks. It's good against, you know, like those. There's like domain decks that are pretty aggressive with their Kavus and whatnot. Good against that. Core Firewalker is good against red, burn. A Containment Priest can be good against a number of things. Indomitable Creativity was really popular at the time I built this deck. It's not so much anymore. But there's still some matchups where this might be a good thing to board in. A Collector Oof we can board in where matchups where our opponent's going to be using a lot of artifacts. It's just an additional tool that we can tutor up to hate against that. Speaking of artifacts, we've got a Force of Vigor. We've got a Prowling Serpopard. This is a card we'll bring in against Control because Control is a tough matchup. You know, they have a lot of counter spells. They have a lot of removal. With the Serpopard out there, they can't counter our creature spells. And if you combine a Serpopard with this Gadok Teague here, like, they can't counter our creature spells. They can't Supreme Verdict. They can't Teferi. Hopefully we'll have a Hushbringer out, so they won't be able to, you know, Solitude our guys. We can create a really a multi-tiered layer of defense against that deck. We got a couple of Veil of Summers also to help against Control and black decks. And we've got our Karn board, which consists of a Tormod's Crypt for graveyards, a Pithing Needle, a Damping Sphere, a Torpor Orb, a Walking Ballista, which does form an infinite combination with Heliod, and we've got a third copy of Karn in our sideboard that we can board in matchups where it's going to be good. So that is the plan of the deck. We're going to tutor our hateful dudes. We're going to hate out our opponent's deck in real time. Is this deck still going to be good? Well, was it ever good? It was fun. I actually bought this deck in paper. The league that we played, I think we went like 2-3, so it wasn't great, but it has the potential. Is it still going to be good? Well, I think it could still be. So the popular decks now are Yawgmoth, which this is good against. It has a Phyrexian Revoker, which you can just name Yawgmoth. That's good. Meddling Mage is good against Yawgmoth. All our exile-based removal is good against Yawgmoth. Plus, you know, we have the Karn board to tutor up Pithing Needle, so that's a good matchup. Cascade, I'm a little more worried about. We do have the two main board Teferis, but that's kind of all that we have. Meddling Mage can name Crashing Footfalls, Living End. That's another possible workaround. But I think those Cascade matchups might be a little tough. And Emulant Titan is always going to be tough, but we can beat that deck too. We have Path to Exile, which is good against the Titans. Hushbringer shuts down their ETB ability to tutor up lands. So we'll see. I think those are the most three popular decks post-ban. And I think all of them are like decent matchups, if not good matchups. Anyway, I've talked enough about the deck. Let's go ahead and get into the league. And if you want to support me and my off-meta, off-kilter MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Our first match is against Gala the Huts. We will be on the play. And we can keep this. Sorry, we're on the draw. Street Wraith. Okay, so it's Living End. Well, if I can get down my Meddling Mage, I might have a chance. I guess that means I need to play Noble Hierarch this turn. I also need them not to grief me. So let's go Temple Garden. Noble. They Subtlety. That probably means that we lose. Because now we're not going to be fast enough. I mean, I could draw a land and be able to play Meddling Mage on my turn. I think that's my play, because otherwise we're just going to be too slow. If next turn I just, you know, play my Hierarch again, they'll be able to Violent Outburst or Shardless Agent before I can Meddling Mage. So I think I just need to pray that I can draw a land that I can cast Meddling Mage with. And also pray they don't have a fire ice. So, Remorseful Cleric actually isn't bad. Actually, that was a pretty good draw. Because they've already got a lot of goodies in their graveyard. That was a good draw. Cycle their generous Ents. They don't shock. Now, the question I have is, do I play my Giver of Runes? I think not. I think I wait till after the first living end so I can try to get down Giver and Meddling Mage. Alright, we draw another land, which we do need. Archon of Emeria actually also shuts down Cascade. So they're going for it here. They're cycling. Now I think I might actually want to play my Giver of Runes. We got him. Wow, we just drew the hate. So hateful. Do we need to bring in anything? Maybe Veil of Summer? To stop the grief? What's not good? Phyrexian Revoker doesn't do anything. Yeah, Prismatic Ending also doesn't really do anything. Nor does March. Settle the Wreckage is good. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to bring in. I'll bring in Karn number 3, I guess. And Containment Priest. Containment Priest doesn't really shut down Living End, unfortunately. Well, let's see if we can just do that again. I got my Remorseful Cleric. Okay. I'll keep. Alright. So, I don't have an untapped land for next turn. I would love to play Giver of Runes to protect my Cleric until such a time as they pop off. I think, though, I need to get a breeding pool. And play my Boyd. Alright, they don't subtlety it this time. So, let's see. I would love to have play Giver of Runes and hold up Snakeskin Veil. Then if they go cycle, Living End, it kind of wrecks me, and they certainly could do that. So I think I just Remorseful Cleric. Cycling their Waker. Okay. Cycling a Troll. Shocking. Okay. Getting with the Cleric. I think I'll just pass. I'll go for an Eladamri's on their end step. Well, they're not holding anything back as far as cycling. Alright, here it comes. So we'll go ahead and exile your graveyard. Oh, we get our Remorseful Cleric back too. Oh, that's brutal. Wow. Alright, let's Eladamri's Call. The Grief. Okay. They take Eladamri's call. I kind of don't want to tap out. I suppose it's fine. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna play my Hushbringer. So they can't grief me again. Cycling. Alright, let's go get a Triome. Seiju. Let's attack with our dudes. We'll play Beseiju. Most likely we'll get a Force of Negation here. Yep. Just casting Curator of Mysteries, okay. Veil of Summer. Alright, I'll play my Giver. Take 2. Living End suspended. Okay. Teferi. Is this lethal? One, two, three, 4. Attacking Teferi, that's fine. I don't need to ferry. There's the curator again. Check this out, though. Here's the noble hierarch. Give you pro blue. And we win. We beat Living End. Wow. And we got a follow from Philosopher99. How you doing? Thanks for the follow. We beat Living End. Wow. That's crazy. Well, Remorseful Cleric is really good against them. And we got it. Sweet. 1-0. I always lose to Living End. Yes, I would like to play first. We're against Dubber or Duber 12. Yeah, it does. So this is kind of a little sketchy because I really would like to get down Giver of Runes before trying to play a Noble. That means fetching a Temple Garden, and then, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Then if Noble dies, I don't have access to blue mana, but I don't have any blue spells anyway. So let's just go. Slow and Steady is the name of the game with this deck. Like, get set up so that you can protect your creatures. Alright, they just play a tap land. Alright, let's just play Noble. And we'll keep our Giver up. So it looks like probably Murktide. Another Giver of Runes. Well, I guess I'll play it. Karn is just a busted card. Spell Stutter Sprites. He can tutor up, you know, he just does Karn stuff. He tutors up whatever you need from the sideboard, you know, Graveyard Hate. He can tutor up Walking Ballista to combo with Heliod. Alright, so it looks like fairies. I guess I'll exile that fairy. Oh, wait, it's a 2-drop, so I can't. Too bad I didn't have a Hushbringer out. I suppose maybe I should have kept my Noble back to keep up Snakeskin Veil. That was probably would have been better than attacking for 1. Another Snakeskin Veil. Well, not drawing land isn't the best. Flame of Anor. They're gonna draw 2 cards. Is that a wizard? It sure is. Alright, let's Snakeskin Veil the Giver. Opponent has 7 cards in hand. That's scary. Profane Tutor. Well, that doesn't do much of anything right now. Again, I'm just passing. They shock. Alright, there's a Hallowed Fountain. There's no chance that Karn will resolve. The question is, do I want to Prismatic Ending this fairy? I kind of feel like I do. Because it enables, you know, future spell stutter sprites. Okay, counter. The Royal Roll. +1/+1 and has Ward 1. It would be in a lot of situations. It would be better. It wouldn't be better in a situation where I wanted to play more than one on the same creature. But probably most of the time it would be better. Okay. Well, I'm good at drawing Snakeskin Veil. They have 6 cards in hand. This is kind of an older deck. It's the same build as I used like more than a year ago, so I didn't update anything. Well, they're getting in with this 1/1. Windswept Heath. Alright, now I think I'll go for Karn. It's gonna get countered. I also could just start using Gavany Township. But let's let this Karn get countered, that's fine. Subtlety. Okay. Karn can go to the bottom. So this is a good Hushbringer matchup, that's good to know. Alright, let's get our black source. Flooded Strand. We're at 5. Guess we'll go for Prismatic Ending, black, white, green, blue. Cryptic Command. Archmage's Charm, so they're just full on, like, control. Spell Stutter Sprite. So now I can't even crack this fetch. I think it is fine to scoop here. We're not going to fight our way back from this. Well, that was unfortunate, but we do have some tools. Bring in our full control package. Our Veil of Summer, our Prowling Serpopard, our Gadok Teague. I think Settle the Wreckage. I don't think Karn is super great here. Hushbringer's good. Remorseful Cleric might be good. They could be a Snapcaster Mage deck. I don't think Phyrexian Revoker does much. All removal's good. What would I name with Meddling Mage? Counterspell? Flame of Anor? Let's cut a Snakeskin Veil. Yeah, we don't know that they're a Snapcaster Mage deck. I'll cut the Remorseful Cleric. And, I don't know, Brazen Borrower? Okay. We have turn 1 Giver. Turn 2 Gadok Teague isn't bad. We'll see how this goes. Gadok Teague stops Cryptic Command. I'm not sure what else it stops. Lightning Bolt for the Giver. Alright, let's fetch... I have to fetch a Shock Land if I want to pay Gadok now. Which I guess I probably do. Hallowed Fountain. Archon of Emeria. Alright, let's go for Eladamri's Call. Yeah, it does block Verdict as well. What do we grab? Serpopard? Let's go for the Serpopard. Check it out. You can't counter this. They are a Snapcaster Mage deck. Okay. So they're gonna wreck me here. Okay, they just bolt Gadok Teague. Flame of Anor. Alright, let's play Noble Hierarch. It could. And let's fetch... Plains, I guess. Play Archon. Yep, that's true. No Snap Flame of Anor. Bolt for the Archon. Well, for game one, we had too many Snakeskin Veils. This game, we couldn't find any. Alright, this is not looking good. Sure, just attack. They shock. There's a Snakeskin Veil, a little bit too late. Flame of Anor. Well, guess we'll Veil it. They're gonna draw 2 cards. Blood Moon. Do I care about that? Not really. Eladamri's Call. Now I kind of care about Blood Moon. But the only thing I could do is path my own Noble, which doesn't seem great. I don't have a, what's it called, Brazen Borrower. So what could I do? Opponents? I don't think pathing my noble right now in order to get a basic land is the play. I want to try Eladamri's. What's a grab, though? I mean, this is probably going to get countered. They have 5 cards in hand. What could I grab? Meddling Mage? To stop what? Shalai? Try Shalai. Can I draw a Veil of Summer? Hey! That's a good draw. You impermanence spells you control can't be countered. This isn't countering, though. You impermanence you control gain hexproof from blue and from black. But this is not a creature I control. I'll keep it on top. Just path this subtlety, I guess. And they have a counterspell. Alright. Well, that didn't line up well for us. Alright, TM Benji is opponent number 3. We're going to be on the draw. And we have to mull that 1-lander. This looks like a keep. I can bottom, I think, an island. Alright, Giver of Runes is a good draw. Here comes a Fatal Push. Oh no, just a Surveil. Thoughtseize. Takes Eladamri's call. So I could Meddling Mage and name what? Fatal Push? What are they? Are they just control? Yeah, it's not clear to me what they are. They could just be like Death Shadow or something. I think I'll name Fatal Push. Fatal Push. Well, they didn't shock, so they probably don't have... They're probably not a Death Shadow deck. Eladamri's Call. Let's attack. What is going on over there? Well, let's Eladamri's Call. What to grab? Could go for Heliod, could go for Shalai. Go for Shalai. Orcish Bowmasters, sure. Ping my giver for one. Another Orcish Bowmaster. Ping it again. Play Shalai. Play Shock. Murktide. Okay. Heliod. Let's go for a push here. Or a path, rather. Let's go for Heliod. Not a creature yet. Let's attack with Shalai. They scoop. Fatal Push. I think the Meddling Mage really shut him down hard there. Okay. So we want Veil of Summer for sure. Anything else? Their Murktide Regent. We got the paths. Maybe a Settle the Wreckage also? I don't think we need Phyrexian Revoker. Prismatic Ending is okay. All this stuff is good. I'll cut one Prismatic Ending. I like all my protection. I like Teferi. I like Brazen Borrower. I like Karn. I like Eladamri's. I guess I'll cut one Snakeskin Veil. That's a keep. I think. Here comes the Thoughtseize. Takes my Noble. Alright, there's Teferi. Oh, they are a Death Shadow deck. Okay. Well, I think we can just get rid of one of those. Snakeskin Veil. Um, hmm. Guess we just pass Eladamri's for something. I could also Teferi bounce the Death Shadow. That's not a bad option. Undoubtedly, they Orcish Bowmaster in response. Sure, I'll shock. They just counterspell. Alright, they only have one card in hand. Thoughtseize. Takes Snakeskin Veil. Duress down, makes it a 13-13. Boo. Okay. Well, I don't think we need to do anything different. Well, we want Prismatic Ending for sure. And let's get in all of our Snakeskin Veils. I like Archon. Maybe Settle the Wreckage is too slow. I like it. Are they a graveyard deck? Oh, they're a Murktide Regent deck, so yes. I mean, other than Torpor Orb, Karn doesn't do a lot, so we'll cut one. Cut a Selfless Spirit? Sure. Well, I do have Veil of Summer, however, this is a one-lander. Unfortunately, I think I have to mulligan that. That would have been so good. Veil of Summer is so good against them. Alright, I'll keep this. And bottom. Karn. And they have the turn one. Oh, just a preordain. Okay. Let's get a Triome. I think I'll just play a Hushbringer. Try to be a little more cautious with my life total. So it'll shut down their Bowmaster ETB. Alright, let's Eladamri's for Shalai. They counter. Gavany Township. Nothing. Get a headquarters. A prismatic ending. Tidebinder. Okay. It's just a 3/2. Thoughtseize, okay. There's a Death Shadow. Start using the Township. Noble. So I think we just gotta kill the Death Shadow. Play Beseiju. Gavany Township. Get in for 3, gain 3. Another Shadow. I would love to draw a Snakeskin Veil or a Veil of Summer. Please? Yes! Alright, let's activate the Township. If I played my Noble, they would have died there, but I would have been shields down. Kraken there. Can it be land? Veil of Summer? They have a counter. Yep. Noble. Alright, we got a chump. So what? Settle the Wreckage would be our best draw? Another Death Shadow. Heliod. Nope. Well, we got really close. Really, really close. Alright, Moopa Troopa is our opponent. Match 4. We'll be on the play. This is a one-lander, so I can't keep that. This is fine. We'll bottom. Gavany Township. Alright, let's play our Giver. Delighted Halfling, so probably Yawgmoth. Yeah, we'll just stay back to protect our Givers. Yep, definitely Yawgmoth. Hushbringer. Well, I'm gonna EOT Eladamri's for Phyrexian Revoker. I just hope they don't have it this turn. They have it this turn. Or is it just Grist? It's just Grist. Okay. That's fine. Blood Artist. It's annoying. Alright, Eladamri's Call. Phyrexian Revoker. There's a land. Let's name Yawgmoth. Now this is where we want to be. Double Giver of Runes protection. Yawgmoth locked down. We have this Hushbringer that's gonna start gaining us life, and Heliod will start growing it. To sage you. Okay. Give it protection from colorless. Alright, so we're gonna lose one of our givers. We'll give our Phyrexian Revoker Pro Green. Should have done pro black in case they have like dismember or something. Because I don't think I want to even block the young wolf. Eldritch Evolution. Into Shieldred. Remorseful Cleric. Whatever. Risk of making insects. Well, I'll block. Give pro black. Path to Exile. That's a draw. Okay. Do I do it now, or do I play Heliod first? I think I play Heliod first. Let's attack Grist. It'd be nice to have one more mana. Alright, let's block. Give pro black. Cashing in Grist to destroy my Hushbringer. Alright, let's play that tapped. Let's play Selfless Spirit. Let's path the Shieldred. They get a Dryad Arbor. That's fine. I'll take 2. I'm gonna gain it back next turn. Another Shieldred. No, it's just a Yawg. He's a 2/4. March is good. Alright, let's give you lifelink. Fly over. Give you a counter. We'll play Remorseful Cleric. Just another flyer. Okay, I could eat the Dryad Arbor or the Delighted Halfling. I think I'll eat the Delighted Halfling. Give it pro green. Orcish Bowmasters. Alright, I gotta sack my spirit. Oh man, why couldn't I draw a Hushbringer this game? I had one, and it died. Now I'm not sure if I can survive. Well, let's see what happens. Probably should just use that on defense, actually. Could make my Revoker a 3/2. Okay. So let's see. I block here. Block here. Taking 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I block here. Block here. I'm taking 1, 2, 3. Gotta march the Blood Artist. Chord for something. Another Orcish Bowmaster. Man, I hate that card. Yep, that does it. Where are my Hushbringers? Okay. Settle the wreckage. Containment Priest. Veil of Summer. Brazen Borrower is not what we want. Well, I mean, flyers are good. Teferi's not great. Phyrexian Revoker we absolutely want. So I want to bring in Karn number 3 to try to find Pithy Needle, in fact. I don't think so. I'll cut a Snakeskin Veil. It's so hard to use this in the correct timing, but it is just a flying creature. Archon of Emiria is fine. All my removal is good. Cut a couple of Snakeskin Veils. Now let's keep. We want to keep those. What else? Cut the Teferis. Cut birds. Okay, this is a good hand. We even have lands too. Oh, Revoker, Giver of Runes, Revoker, Snakeskin Veil, and Veil of Summer? Wow. That's what we're looking for. They have a Fatal Push. Alright, now I don't play my Revoker until I have mana up. Wall of Roots, whatever. Don't care about that. Ignoble, sure. Yawgmoth, Thran Physician. Orcish Bowmasters. Mm-hmm. Where are my Hushbringers, man? Alright, let's Snakeskin Veil. Why is the stack all the way down here? Shalai. Well, I guess I'm playing this Cleric. Sure. Alright, a lot of good draws. Land is a good draw. Let's get a plains. Play Shalai. They have a removal spell in response. Besiege you. Okay. What do I grab? So if they have a Yawgmoth, I want to be able to Veil. So I guess I grab Breeding Pool. Takinuma. Gets back Delighted Halfling. I'll block. And let's exile your graveyard. Here comes the Yawg. Or no, what is it? Cord? Shieldred. Alright, need to draw an answer for that. Karn. Karn doesn't exactly give me an answer for Shieldred. Oh, I don't have the black mana. Oh no. Where's my plethora of removal spells? I guess I'll just play my Karn. Minus 4. What? Pithing Needle? Play a Pithing Needle. I have to stay back. So I'm at virtual 1 here? Because I can't block with Shalai. I can't block Shieldred. Maybe I should have got Walking Ballista. I'm also tapped out. I don't have Veil of Summer up. It's all bad. Grist. Oh man, I had so many good draws. Ugh. So, yeah, the Profane Tutor, sometimes it doesn't work out, as we saw in that game. Alright, our final opponent is Sola EC0501, something like that. We'll keep. We're on the draw. Giver of Runes, so it could be hammer time. So, what do I do about this? I really don't want to turn 1 Path to Exile. Particularly with 2 tap lands. Yeah, I don't want to do that, so I think I'm just playing a Triome. Phyrexian Revoker might be able to help with whatever they get. Yeah, it looks like hammer time. Stoneforge. Shows Cauldra. Alright, let's Phyrexian Revoker a name. Stoneforge. Stack. Esper Sentinel. There's the hammer. Gonna get in for 1? Sure. Unfortunately not an untapped land. So let's play this. They are Hushbringer. So if they don't keep drawing equipment, they don't get to make a construct, which is good. Springleaf Drum. Forge anew. Allows them to equip the hammer for free. So we take a big hit. The first non-creature spell, so we can pay for the Esper Sentinel. Let's just go get Island. Oh, never mind. It's an 11/11. I don't want to tap that. Control Z, Control Z. Oh no, I'm losing a mana. Protection from white. Alright. Let's petty theft. The first equip ability you activate during each of your turns. That's so ridiculous. Jeez. Karn, please. Can I please draw Karn? Wait, that was on my turn? Huh? I did it all on my turn. That was terrible play. I don't think we beat this Forge and You, though, anyway. Whip the hammer. And the Shadow Spear. Sure, whatever, they got us. Okay, please give me Karn number 3. And give me Collector Oof. And give me Settle the Wreckage. You don't need Remorseful Cleric. I don't think we really need Snakeskin Veils either. Force of Vigor. One more cut. Hushbringer's good, actually. It stops the Stoneforge Mystics. We'll just go down to 1 Snakeskin Veil. They don't do a lot of interaction. Their interaction is they attack with a 20/20 trample lifelink. Okay. This is a good hand. Do you need to draw some blue mana? Or another source that will allow me to play Meddling Mage? What will I name with Meddling Mage? Let's get our Hushbringer going. The Reality Chip. Okay. Let's play another Hushbringer. Let's attack. I could kill the Reality Chip. I want to Eladamri's for Collector Oof here. I think that's what I'm doing. So I just play a tap land. Prismatic Ending. Let's play our oof. Here come the Karnstructs. I have the answers. Sure, they can attack for 4. So I kind of want a Meddling Mage here. I gotta kill one of the constructs for sure. Meddling Mage naming what? Pure Steel Paladin? Kill a construct? Or I could just kill both the constructs. That's probably the safer play. Surge of Salvation. Okay. Nope. Let's just attack. I guess hold up path. Let's see if this works or if they have another protection spell. Spell Pierce. Okay. Well, that's not good. Yeah, Urza Saga, not bad. Land made 8 power worth of creatures, tutored up a Shadow Spear. Pretty good. Stoneforge is just a 1/2. Alright, they're tapped out now. So let's get rid of a construct. Let's play a Giver of Runes. Let's play a Chump Blocker. And they are able to just equip Kaldra. Alright, I need a way to deal with Kaldra. Karn. Karn is not a way to deal with Cauldra. Eladamri's Call would have been good. Well, actually, I can kill a construct token, right? No. +1 for each artifact you control. I can't, actually. I don't have anything that helps me here. Maybe I should have like a spell bomb of some kind. Let's grab a walking ballista, I guess. Alright, I have one more turn to find an answer. Both attacking Karn. Okay. That's fine by me. Gives us another turn. Another Urza Saga. Well, I think that probably seals the deal. Settle the wreckage? Horizon Canopy. Let's crack the Horizon Canopy. Heliod. Alright. I actually have the combo Heliod Ballista. Is there any chance I win? I don't think so. I don't have enough mana. You need it X equals 2. Not unless I draw Settle the Wreckage. That's what I'm looking for. Alright. Blocking there. Gonna take 8. What? Oh, in response. Okay, there goes my oof. Glacial Fortress. We're 1 mana short of just winning the game. Is there any chance we can survive? No, not with all the trample. We need to draw some interact. Well, we had, we had good removal. They just got the better of us. So GG's. Urza Saga's a messed up card. So our final record with Bant Meta Hate, the 2023 league, was 1-4, which is worse than the 2-3 that we got the first time that we played it on the stream, which is disappointing. I do like how we crushed Living End in the first match. That was pretty sweet. We had a close match against Yawgmoth. Like if a couple of draws went different, we were definitely in those games. So I think that like the Profane Tutor is probably a problem. Like either I need more fetch lands, or I just need to get rid of the Profane Tutor and play on color cards, which is probably the better option. Because there were a couple of games where it was just stranded in our hand and like didn't do anything. We weren't able to cast it. So yeah, trying to splash just for the one of Profane Tutor probably isn't the way to go. In general, like I say this about like every deck that I play, basically, it just needs more card draw. Because like we have the tools in our library to find what we needed in all of those matchups. We just couldn't draw them. And we're playing a blue deck, so like ditch the Profane Tutor. I like all of the other pieces, really. But like, get some card draw in there. Get some like preordains. Probably can find a couple of other cuts. Like maybe just run a 2 of Hushbringer in the main, because it is still really good, I think. But with Fury being banned, it's not as good as it used to be. And Meddling Mage can kind of take the place of it in a lot of matchups. So I think, yeah, the deck just needs like a playset of preordains in the main, and I think it will be far, far improved. And the sideboard was fine. More Veil of Summer. I always wish I could get more Veil of Summer into my decks against those blue and black decks, because this card is just so good against them. I wish I could get a second Settle the Wreckage too, because that card is also, I feel, very good. Like in that last matchup, if I just drawn Settle that last turn, they were dead. Like, I would have settled them. All I needed was one more land, and I would have just comboed off with Ballista Heliod and won the game. So finding a second Settle would be nice. Also, like whatever the blue spell bomb is that lets you bounce something, that would be a good inclusion in the sideboard as well. And you could cut like, I don't know, Core Firewalker maybe, Containment Priest. You could find a couple of cards to cut there to add Veil Settle number 2 probably, and the blue spell bomb. So with those changes, I think the deck would be a lot better. I'm not totally disappointed. We came close in a lot of those matchups. It wasn't like we got blown out every single time. We were in a lot of those games. It could have easily been like, a 2-3 or a 3-2. So it's fine. This is the exact same list that I ran, 15 months ago. So I just wanted to see how it would fare today, and it didn't do very well. But it could be improved, and I probably will play an improved version of this on the stream at some point in the future. But anyway, that's going to do it for this session. I hope you enjoyed the revisit of Bant Hate in Modern. If you did, and if you like off-meta, off-kilter MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. I will see you in the next MTG vid. Have a good night.